Hello, back again to do another video. This time around, I'm going to be doing an outdoor activity idea that you can do with your family and friends over the summer vacation. So these are yard dice. These are made out of wood. They're 3.5 inches across, a good size for yard dice. And quick, if you're wondering, so what's the deal with the yard dice? Well, the idea is that you can, if you play dice games, you could use your typical dice that, but these are small, and really the only people that can really see what's going on are the two people huddled over the dice. Think of your alley craps game, right? But if you want to draw more people in and more of a fun, inviting atmosphere, these big dice can be seen from quite a distance away, and it has a tendency to draw more people in because they can see what's going on, right? And they get involved, and maybe you'll be playing with them. Alright, so now as far as where I got these dice, these are actually imported and meant to be distributed to a store near you where you would probably find them in the summer activities aisle next to the lawn chairs and the squirt guns and all that stuff, okay? I prefer the ones that have the rounded edges. They just last longer. The ones that have the sharp corners usually break off. And I get some good simple dot patterns. Again, you can see them from further away. I also like to get the pair that are light with the black, so this, again, contrast, easier to see from far away. And again, 3.5 millimeters is 3.5 inches across is a good size, because as you can see, you can get a good handle on them, but yet they're still big enough. Okay, now just because we are talking about how big the size, let me go ahead and give you some contrast here. I'm going to go ahead and put up a regular 16 millimeter D6. So this is the dice that you would usually use like in a board game or whatnot. So there you go. Let's match it so you can get a... There you go. So you can tell they're considerably bigger. Okay, so now I'm just going to go open up, but I have a quick tip, or you can call it a hack if you want, to make these dice last even longer. Alright, so you just open up your new dice, you're ready to go out and play, but hold on. We want to protect these dice. So if you do read the directions, it tells you a couple things. First of all, play on the yard so you don't throw them on asphalt, right? Because they'll obviously last longer if you play on the soft thing of the yard. But also keep them away from moisture because, well, they are made of wood after all, right? So there's your clue. We should protect the wood from moisture. So I'm going to use this, and I'll zoom. So here's what I chose to protect them with. You can see that this is a sealer or a finisher. And I went with the matte. You could do glossy. I was trying to kind of keep the wood look, so I thought glossy might make them look too shiny. But of course, if you're into that, you can go ahead and check that. I'll see how matte works first. If I don't like it, I will do the glossy on another pair. And now of course you don't have to use this brand. You could even use something like from Home Depot, whatever you use to protect your deck. Go ahead and spray these two dice with the same stuff. But that's the idea, to put a sealer on these so you don't have to worry about rolling them on a wet lawn and getting them dirty with dirt or whatever. Kool-Aid stains, you get the idea. Now, before we go though, I was going to show you a quick method of how to spray these that I found works well. Alright, so you're ready to spray treat your new dice, and you want to know the best way to do it. Well, probably the best way would be to hang this from a rope, and while it's suspended in the air, go ahead and give it a good spray. But, oh yeah, we can't attach a hook anywhere without actually damaging the item. So that's out. So since you're in a hurry, you want to get this done, you probably think, okay, just get a piece of cardboard, throw it on the bottom there, put this on top, go spray it, turn it a couple times, spray it, and then come back for the side that was facing down. Of course, the problem with that is the side that's facing down is going to get a whole big puddle of excess spray around the bottom. And then when you come back, so like if you have the one side down, for example, you might have a big ring which outlines where that puddle was. So you will get an uneven coating, and it will not look very good. So how can we solve that? So I found something around the house that's really simple and will kind of solve all these issues. Ta-da! Yeah, so it can be any small size cap. This actually came from the top of my shaving gel. Anyway, so you put that down there. It's like a little cup, and you stick that guy right there. Boom. So now you can go ahead and spray it. Not only are all the sides way more available, but there's no one side that's face down. And the side that is, or corner that is down, will have the excess coating material come down, and it'll drip off, right? And it'll come and go in the cup. So it'll actually even end up treating this corner as it flows on by. If you really want to make sure you got every side equally, you could even flip this up and just give it a quick spray at the end just to make sure you got that corner completely. But way better way to get an even coating, and it even helps clean up the mess some too. And here we have it after the treatment. So I went over it numerous times, sprayed all sides, rotated it, and waited 24 hours to let it dry, and here you have it. Now, if you look, you can see that, especially if you look on this 5 side here, compared to the beforehand, you can see the dye is actually darkened up a bit. So I went ahead and waited beforehand. I waited after the spray, so I can tell you just how much of that sealant actually stuck to the dye even after drying, and that happens to be 2 grams. So with it darkening up, I personally like this color better for this particular application, because although this is not balsa wood, it looked like balsa wood before because they had that really, really, really light color. Now it's a little more deeper. It looks a little heavier. Just so I think it works better.